Spotting logical fallacies. Unraveling the threads of moral equivalence. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our series on logical fallacies. Today, we're going to explore a fascinating concept, the moral equivalence fallacy. This is a significant topic for anyone looking to engage in critical thinking and meaningful discussions. Let's dive in. Moral equivalence is a kind of logical fallacy. A logical fallacy is a flaw in reasoning, a mistake in the logical structure of an argument which renders it invalid. The moral equivalence fallacy occurs when someone attempts to equate two actions or situations as morally equivalent when they aren't. For example, imagine someone says, "Stealing a candy from a store is just as bad as robbing a bank." After all, both actions are stealing. This argument is applying moral equivalence in a flawed way. Although both actions involve stealing, the scope and impact of each action are vastly different. Spotting moral equivalence can be challenging because it often involves subjective assessments of morality. Here are a few pointers. 1. Look out for comparisons that don't align in terms of seriousness, impact, or ethical weight. 2. Be aware of exaggerated comparisons meant to trivialize or dramatize a situation. 3. Check if the comparison leaves out important aspects of the situations being compared. Responding to moral equivalence involves highlighting the discrepancy between the two compared actions or situations. You might say, for instance, while both situations involve stealing, the scale and consequences of the actions are significantly different, so they cannot be morally equivalent. Let's practice with a scenario. A politician argues that being late for a meeting is just as bad as embezzling funds because both show a disregard for professional responsibility. How would you respond to this argument using your knowledge of the moral equivalence fallacy? Pause the video here, think about it, and when you're ready, play again to see the suggested response. Suggested response. While both actions can indeed be seen as irresponsible, the severity and impact of embezzling funds are much greater than being late for a meeting, and the two cannot be seen as morally equivalent. That's it for today's exploration of the moral equivalence fallacy. Remember, the key is to spot improper comparisons and respond by highlighting the important differences. With practice, you'll get better at identifying and addressing this and other logical fallacies. Keep practicing and keep asking questions. You're doing great. See you in our next video where we'll continue our deep dive into logical fallacies. Until then, happy learning.